This short video was created for apprentices who are on program and are preparing to take their endpoint assessment. The purpose of this video is to give you some more information about endpoint assessment, such as when it happens, what's involved, and what resources there are to help you to prepare to have a good experience and also a positive outcome. Your apprenticeship standard was designed by a group of employers who we would call a trailblazer group. They produced the knowledge, skills, and behaviors that they feel somebody needs to demonstrate to be competent in your particular job role. Your endpoint assessment will happen at the final stage of your apprenticeship program. DSW, your chosen endpoint assessment organization, will carry out a series of assessments against the knowledge, skills, and behaviors in your assessment plan. They will then make a judgment as to whether you're occupationally competent. Endpoint assessment is different for each individual standard, so there will be a particular set of rules and requirements for the apprenticeship you're studying. For that reason, I encourage you to speak to your training provider or your line manager to find out more about the specific EPA that you're working towards. However, there are some key principles involved which will help you to prepare and have a positive outcome. I'll cover some of these now. First and foremost is to be aware of the DSW toolkit. For each apprenticeship standard we assess, we provide a toolkit. This will specify what's involved in your EPA, so there might be different assessment methods involved. For example, some will have a case study, some will have a portfolio of evidence, some will require you to complete a work-based project and write up a report, and most will have either a professional discussion or an interview which will be held online using Microsoft Teams or your preferred video conferencing platform. Professional discussions and interviews are usually based on projects and portfolios of work that you have put together and presented in advance. Endpoint assessment isn't to be feared, but it is to be taken seriously because it requires a lot of preparation to get it right. You won't be caught off guard with any curveball questions during your interview or professional discussion, and there's nothing in there that's designed to catch you out. On the day of your assessment, all we're seeking to do is discover what kind of work you've been doing, how you applied yourself, what you learned from that experience, and how you've developed throughout your apprenticeship. Provided you use the support that's available, and you take time to prepare for your assessment, it will be a positive experience. Not only can you pass your endpoint assessment, but you can also claim a distinction. So there's a good incentive there for you to put in that prep work. Your EPA will be carried out by a single DSW assessor. That person will be an expert in the field and an expert in vocational and work-based assessment. You can trust the assessor to make accurate and valid judgments. Furthermore, when we train and develop our assessors, we very much have the apprentice experience in mind and at the heart of what we do. So please rest assured that it's not going to be a scary experience. The assessor will be warm and accommodating and will try their very best to put you at ease from the beginning of the assessment experience. Ultimately, we want you to perform well and present the best version of yourself on the day. That was a very brief introduction to EPA, but if you check out DSW's YouTube channel, we have individual videos that are tailored to each apprenticeship standard. There may be some information on there that might help you, but again, I would urge you to read the toolkit because it's a really valuable resource. I would also urge you to work closely with your training provider and your skills or talent coach. They know the assessment inside out, and they are the very best first port of call for any questions that you might have. Lastly, I just want to wish you the very best of luck, and I hope you have a great assessment experience with a positive outcome. I hope your apprenticeship does really great things for your career in the future. Thank you for watching.